Hi everyone, so today I have this new set as part of Diamond Press's new releases for May on the mydiamondpress.com site to share with you. This one's called Stay Wild. I had mentioned it in the previous video with the puzzle dies, and they did send this out in free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And then links I'll have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if your purchase times those links. With Diamond Press, that is an affiliate discount code, so when you use the code VCDP, you'll get 10% off your order. So, it's always great to use, right? So thank you so much, Diamond Press, for offering that. The set always, comes with a marquee folder. It just depends on the size of the set. So sometimes it's a longer, extended folder, or like this one, the typical marquee folder. And that helps you cut your thin metal dies in the marquee system. But look at this. I mean, this is a sizable set here. One other thing I do want to mention is that they also have a sale going, $19 on basically all of their Stampin' die kits. So, and then you can still use the discount code on top of that. Look at the, oh my gosh, how cool. Okay, so there's a couple different things here. So we have the stamp sets, we have the dies. I'll just run through the inspo sheet right quick, but as you can see, you can cut these 3 different layers, and you have like this really cool, like structural looking stag. Really cool. Look at the little fire. That is so cute. You have your stamps, layering stamps, and then you have the little die cut, or die to make your die cut. A little pine tree, again, a little stag. Back there we have a little tent, pine cone, which is super adorable. Of course, you can use this for like Christmas cards and everything, with the little pine trees too. Another year of adventure awaits. So we have this die that cuts that, or the Never Stop Dreaming. Look at this. Oh, that is so cool. So you can layer up all these different ones, so it looks like a scenery with the little bear. Very much California, that's what it reminds me of, as far as our bear and the different little vista there. But Mama, Papa Bear. So you have Papa Bear, Mama Bear, you can cut it out. The little wood like slice, which is very trendy, I love that. And then you can stamp it with all the different sentiments. We have a little die that does the banner with all the different sentiments there. Oh my goodness, look, and there's still more. So we have, oh, look at this, the little moon and a little tree, the little like hiking boot prints, constellation there, leaves, and just like background with the gingham and the wood feel, and then some card ideas. Oh my goodness, I'm trending towards that one. I haven't seen something, like, I would love to try out that stag today. So as you can see, it's a sizable set. I mean, look at this in my hand, look how big that little wood slices and all the different pieces. The little shoes are separate, so you can stomp wherever you like. That is so cute. And then again, that's for the layering, like a scene. And then if you want to cut it with the bear, the journey, not the arrival matters, not all who wander are lost. Fun things like that. And then we have the dies for all those pieces. So let me grab some papers and thing, and then I'll give you some measurements, but I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I think I'm going to do a card with that stag, and I was thinking about putting it on a doily, which I think would be really cute. But I'm going to do something a little bit different and than that. But I think it would be adorable with the doily behind there, and then you have your little stag head. I do have a standard A2 size card base here with a piece of paper here that I have cut down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I might use this side just because I really like the juxtaposition, let's say, of like the florals with like a stag head. Maybe this side is a little more wallpapery looking. I just think it's going to be really fun, so we'll see. Originally I was thinking about this side though, so we'll see what happens when we get there. And I just grabbed a few colors, and we are going to do some stamping, but for this guy I thought it'd be really fun to do like the gold, I thought it'd be fun to do like gold antlers, but since it's one piece, we can do the whole thing gold, or, oh, look at this. This is just the die cut that came out of another die that it was the negative part of it. But I really just want to do the antlers. We'll see. So either way, if we want to do this, you can run it through some white paper. You're going to have everything white. I think the white looks really structural. You want to use, dark brown paper or just anything. I think it's going to look really cool. But what I'm going to do is I'll run it through the whole thing, and then we'll see. I might just cut this little part and do the gold antlers. We'll see. And then do the rest white. But these are the parts that are the stag's face here and here, or whatever little animal. And so I'm going to cut these out, I believe, of white paper. So it looks super structural, real clean. So these guys, for sure, I'm going to cut them from the white paper. I may or may not cut this one out of white paper too, but for now, that's what I'm planning, just like that. And then this guy, we're going to stamp it right quick. So I'm just going to grab that little piece of wood, because instead of a doily, I thought that little circle would look really fun. And I'm just gonna get this on my press here, and I'll be right back while I grab some brown ink. So I'll get this little guy out. And I'm just gonna stamp it with some dark brown ink. And then we'll just die cut that piece. So when I come back, I'll have all these different pieces cut. Again, these are acrylic stamps. I'm just giving good even pressure, but not squeezing too hard. Might have missed that little center area. Okay, and then I'll cut this out with the die. And I'm just looking at the die because obviously we have these little ridges. It looks like there's an area where it's kind of... yeah, so I have this like flat ridge area. There's a couple of them, but this one looks the flattest. And if I look at this, I can see an area here that looks pretty flat, you know, compared to these other ones. So we can try it there first. Yeah, looks good. And I'm just going to cut this out. If you want to make an aperture like I've shown you guys before, how to do that little trick, you can definitely do that. But it's kind of rustic anyway, so I'm just going to cut it. And since it's all the same color, that brown, the craft card, it's not a big deal. And so I'll run that through, and I'll be right back. So I just brought out one of my extended cutting plates so I can cut everything at once. And we have our little pieces here. I just want to show you that. And of course you can arrange things differently on the regular cutting folder. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, so let me clean up a bit and then we'll get it assembled. Okay. So for this guy, I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. You can, you know, do it. It's a little more ovalish. I think if you hold it this way, maybe a little more round this way. However is that you like. I'm going to put it this way. And then we'll build up the face, and I'll just put some dimensionals so that way it has like structure behind it. But again, if I was to cut this all on white, if when you put this little face on here, you don't see what's behind here anyway, so I would just, you know, cut off the antlers, maybe here, glue it onto the white base if you want the whole, like this under part to also be white, or whatever colors that you choose. So let me just get this on here, just a little glue here and there, kind of centered. Again, it's a little rustic, and I want to see kind of where the head actually goes. Right there, that looks good. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some dimensionals on the back of these. So I put some dimensionals on the back of these guys. I chose one that's a little bit higher, but you know, you can get a lower profile dimensional, whatever it is that you like to use. And you can also put this all together once you have it on the card. I'm just gonna put it on here and then I'll move over there. But I'm gonna put this guy right here. Gorgeous. And of course, these can all be different colors. I'm just keeping it really like structural and cool looking with just the white. And let me look at this image just to make sure. Okay, yeah, so that's about there. I think they have it a little bit lower in their picture, but this one goes right at the top there. That looks so cool because of the shadows. I know it's hard for you guys to see maybe, but look at that. Just totally different, fresh. I mean, I've never seen something that looks like this. This is really, really cool. Look at that. Okay, and then on this guy, I do like the flower side. The only thing is I didn't think about it and I cut it kind of off center. I would have centered the paper more. So, you know, if I have it there, it's kind of odd since it's off. But I thought, you know what, if I orient it this way, then I can put it here and that's good too. So that's what I'm going to do. Just change it up. Again, well, I can show you what it looked like on this paper. Really cool, right? Oh, it's so pretty. But I want to go with the floral just to make it look like it's, I don't know, it looks more wallpaper to me than that one does. And I'm not sure that this paper really has a direction. Let's say, just put it down like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue and glue this down because he has plenty of dimension. I'll put a little glue in the antler side. If you want to completely glue it down, I'm going to take some of that glue off before it spreads everywhere. And I'm going to put this like basically in here, and then I'll have like our sentiment over here. So I'm just going to place it right there, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have our card base there. Super cool. And then I'm just going to stamp on this pink paper the happy birthday. But you know, we have good luck on your new adventure and all these other fun things. Shine bright, time to celebrate, enjoy the journey. I believe all those would probably be cut by this little strip here. You can always just kind of check, you know, really cool. So I'll do happy birthday and put a little feminine twist on this, I think. And so yeah, I'll just stamp that with some brown ink just so it coordinates with everything else that's going on, and then I will eyeball this and run it through. Okay, and I'll be right back. And so I just stamped that just, you know, by hand here. I just had it on here and I just pressed down on there and it stamped really nice. And then I eyeballed the centering of that die. Just run it through right quick. That. So cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna pop it right here. So let me see, do I want to just glue it down? Do I want to give it a little zhuzh? Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll give it a little something. So basically when I do that, I'm just kind of giving it a little rounding out. So that means I'm gonna put glue here, and then just where it kind of comes up over here. And you can always put dimensionals too to keep it up. Like if I put glue here and here and you want this part to be up a little bit still, pop in some dimensionals and that'll help you hold on to it. But I'm gonna hold that down until it sets up and I'll be right back. Guys, and that is today's card. Now I went in between here border as far as like as we're building up, you can see where you can make it more masculine, you can make it a little more feminine with the colors you're using. We all have tiny little dies, I'm sure, that make little flowers, and that'd be cute to put little flowers all in here. I think that'd be adorable. Play with the colors. There's so many ways to play that up to make like a little bust or whatever. I guess you would call it a bust. What do you call this? I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. Again, they're having that $19 stamp and die kit sale, and I'll have my code in the description box and then the expiration date basically on that sale, so you know how long you have to pick those up. And this is just wow. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.